Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR Halacha. And here's a brand new halacha for you. And it's for Monday, the 5th day of February, the 20th day of SHVAT. We were continuing on in our unit, doing all the laws as to whether or not you could pray for personal requests on Shabbos. So let's continue now. There's this thing called Parshas Haman. A lot of people like to say that during the week of Parshas Beshalach, and basically it talks about how the Jews were provided with their parnasa, their supplies and their needs when they were in the desert, and we kind of hope that it'll be that easy for us to get, or at least, within God's will, to grant us the ability to make our parnasa, meaning our livelihood, in a similar fashion. So people recite those phrases out of Torah and then some little prayers that go with it, and they say that during the week of Parsha of Beshalach. It was like a week or two ago. Now the question is, what about doing that also on the Shabbos of Parshas Haman? In other words, can you read all those requests on the Shabbos? We said you're not supposed to say personal requests. So a lot of people say, of course you could read the Torah portion, because you're allowed to learn Torah on Shabbos, but those special extra requests that go with it, they're actually questionable to be said on Shabbos. So you might want to not say those on Shabbos. Now let's move on to the Birkas HaChodesh. People have been asking me about that. We say a big Yehi Ratzon once a month on Shabbos. The whole congregation does, basically asking God for health and wealth and happiness and everything in the upcoming month. That's a big personal prayer. We're all making it for ourselves and for all the Jewish people, mind you, but we're doing that on the day of Shabbos. So you should just know that there are rabbis who actually were against it, because it is requests on Shabbos. The Aruch HaShulchan was against saying that big Yehi Ratzon. I daven Nusach Ari, and according to the way of the Ari, that Yehi Ratzon is not written in the Siddur for Rosh Chodesh. The Chazon Ish said a shorter version of it, but the overwhelming number of rabbis today say that it's okay to say that Yehi Ratzon, and therefore you see it said in most of the shuls that you're going into. One of the reasons given is because there are some very lofty and spiritual requests that we make in that Yehi Ratzon, like we ask for Yiras Shamayim, fear of heaven, and Torah, and all that good stuff. And then we kind of throw along with it once we're praying, and we say, can I also have riches and wealth and and health and everything. So most of the rabbis have considered it okay to say that prayer on Shabbos, because it's sort of instituted to be asking for a spiritual good month, and then we do throw in that we also hope for a materialistic and physical healthy good month also. So most rabbis consider it okay. Now, on to Uval Etzion. Usually at the end of davening we say Ashrei and the paragraphs of Uval Etzion, and Uval Etzion has in it a lot of personal requests. So on Shabbos day we actually take that out, but we don't take it out entirely. Instead we move it backstage to just be said at Mincha, because we want to not make it front and center in our main davening, but we also don't want to just be mavatal it. That means like to nullify it from the day of Shabbos. So instead we move it, we downgrade it kind of to put it in Mincha. So Uval Etzion is only recited at Mincha on the day of Shabbos. And lastly, Zachrenu L'chaim, that we say on the 10 days of repentance, basically is asking for life. And we say that in our Shemona Esrei, and we also say it in the Shemona Esrei of the Shabbos of repentance in between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. But that's considered okay because it's not 100% viewed as a request, and the proof to that is that it's put in the middle of the first three brachos, which are not request times. So most people consider that okay. I should say everybody considers that okay to say Zachrenu in the first three brachos of Shemona Esrei when we're not making requests, and to thereby also say it on Shabbos of Shuva, the Shabbos of repentance, because it's not really viewed as a request for personal needs. Okay, thanks for logging on, and log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.